All right, Puerto Rico, Elliot from Puerto Rico, Barbara Mueller, interesting to learn. Okay, where you from, Barbara? Lydia, hi. John Martinello, sounds good. John from Boston, okay. What's up, John? Boston, not it, my Italian brother. I love Italy, love my Italian friends and brother and sister, I should say. All right. All right. Welcome. Welcome, my Canadians brothers too. San Jose. Yes, Barbara. Hey. Yes. Good to see you again. So put down in chat, what are you guys most excited about to learn tonight? Or why are you guys here? You guys here because of you guys, not because of me, guys. So what's your big why? That's the most important thing you gotta figure out. So take care of your family, your parents, your brothers, your daughters, your brother, your son, or is it just you just frustrated and just want to finally leave that financial freedom like I did? So this is Arbitrage. You can also use for co-hosting. Yeah, or both, whatever way you use it. We're going to talk about corporate housing or midterm rental tonight. Is the hottest, best strategy in real estate by far right now. And I'm going to prove it to you why. It's going to maximize your return on your money. It's also going to minimize your effort as well. That's the dream, right? For any entrepreneurs to maximize our return and minimize our effort. So it's asymmetrical risk to reward as well. I'm going to go into that. I'm going to go into how you can literally travel around the world and how I have helped hundreds of people just like you to do the same and just whatever you want to do, wherever, and making more money than doctors make. And one of my brothers, Ricky, on here, he's living in Montreal, but he have like 5 corporate housing in Florida. It only took him a month to set it up, and he's making 6-figure income from that, living in another country for the last like 4 months now, right? Is that right, Ricky? So yeah, this life is definitely possible. You believe you can achieve. Without help, you can definitely do it. For sure, you can. Yes, definitely. Before you buy any property or start any Airbnb business, you gotta listen to me first. Do yourself a favor, okay? I've been in real estate for like at least 12 years. Been doing corporate housing for about 8 years. So I know a thing or two about this. I'm one of the veteran when it comes to corporate housing and midterm rental. So, and I definitely wanted to pioneer to teach this in the marketplace. All right, we're gonna get started right now. I know your time is valuable, so is mine. I will do everything in my power to make it worth your while, that's for sure. I definitely make it worth my while. I charge $10,000 an hour for one-on-one. So within the next 45, 50 minutes, I'm going to present to you my best stuff. Even though I'm not feeling too great, but I'm going to do my best because I have a commitment here and I want to help a lot of people. Okay, so the 4 steps I took to go from immigrant to multi-millionaire with corporate housing without owning any properties or have any employees or real estate experience, even if you only have a few hours a week. Sound too good to be true? I will prove it to you right now. You don't need to own any properties. You don't even need to have any employees. You don't even need to have any real estate experience or business experience. And even if you only have a few hours a week, this is all you need. Okay. And stay to the very end. I will give you the blueprint on how you can do it too, and how you can get that. Okay. So, real quick video. Do that. Put the intro. Okay. So I invested over $1 million into myself. Why? Because I know I'm worth it. And secondly, it's the best investment is in ourselves, right? Because once we believe in ourselves, you can do anything you put your mind to. And a lot of people just need to believe in themselves more. It's freezing a lot. What's freezing? Can you guys hear me okay? Might be on your end. If you hear me okay, put a yes in the chat. Okay. Yeah, it might be on your end. All right, I invest over $1 million into my mindset and my strategies, okay? I just go over the one vehicle to help me to get absolute financial freedom. Oh, hey, Ricky, if you're still there, I'd like to invite you to jump on our Zoom call. Here, Rian, send Ricky from our lead the link to our Zoom call, and let me know whenever he's on. We want to just give him a quick, like 2-3 minutes so he can share a story. It's very powerful. I love it when Ricky share. So hopefully you can hear me, Ricky. I don't know if he's still there. But Rian, reach out to Ricky on WhatsApp and ask him, okay? Copy. All right. I discovered one vehicle that helped me get absolute financial freedom. I'm talking about I'm able to do whatever I want to do, whenever I want to do it with whomever I want to do it with. I have all kind of freedom I never thought possible. There's the money freedom, there's time freedom, there's also location freedom. I'm able to travel around the world. I just got back from Cancun, Mexico. You know, next week I'm going to another place. A month ago I was in Dubai. And then a couple of weeks ago, I was with Tony Robbins skiing in his home in Idaho. Yeah, last week I hanging out with Russell Brunson, you know, and just a couple of weeks ago, I was hanging out with Grant Cardone too. So, and then playing chess with Sir Richard Branson at his home was surreal as well. You know, Sir Richard Branson. So all these I'm living my dream life, and I have to pinch myself each and every day because I'm actually living the life I want to hang out and learn from multi-billionaires mentors and helping hundreds of people just like you to get financial freedom as well, to fulfill my mission of helping 1 million families get financial freedom and set them free. Okay. So anyway, I have definitely the honor, the privilege to learn from the best, and I want to give you the best, right? So, you know, whether it's hanging out on the yacht with Grant Cardone, playing poker with him, or playing chess with Sir Richard Branson, or skiing with Tony Robbins, whatever it is, I always want to learn. I absorb, I pay millions of dollars, literally, to learn and bring you guys the best. So don't take it lightly. I will share with you as much as I can right now of how I become a multi-millionaire, retire my early 30s, retire my parents, and what's possible for you. So enough about me, but look, it's more about me, it's more about our students. This is the result from our students. This is a couple of our students here had a 30 nights booking for $8,000. They rented the home for like 4,000, about 3,000. They make like $4,000 a month. Imagine that, one deal. And the home they don't even own, guys. They don't even own. You get that? And then they have another booking for 2 months for 15K. You see? How many of those do you need to make 10K a month? 20K a month, right? Not many. And I'm going to show you it's very possible to get it there. You make 10, 20K a month, almost passive income within months, guys. I'm not talking about years, months. This is another of my students, Sunny. Second property, 3 months stay through insurance. Keep the faith, folks. Get it set up and start marketing. Boom, 12K, 3 months stay. What do you think they need to do for 3 months? Pretty much nothing. Once the company checked in, they take care of the rest, right? What you got to do for 3 months? If something breaks, guess what we do? We call people, fix it, not us. That's how easy this business is. It's ridiculous. And now what I do is I have a manager who manages everything. So they don't even call me. They call my manager who's going to take care of everything. How awesome is that? Well, I do what I love to do is teach people, help people, travel, learn, and enjoy life. Okay. There's a couple other success story. And she's a full-time mom, a full-time workhorse as well. And she was trapped working 50 hours a week as a loan processor. No end of the tunnel. Like she's been doing that for like 5, 6, 7 years, long time, maybe even 10 years. The best in her industry. But you know what? She had no freedom. And you know what? Within the first month, she did 4 properties, making 10K a month. After 3 months, she did another 4 and making 20K a month. And now she has 15. And God knows how much money she's making right now. Okay. She became one of our coaches. That's when you know the program work. When you have a student become a coach and now teaching other people do the same. And now she's able to travel around the world. She's got back to 6 weeks in Vietnam, dream vacation. Now she's about to go to Cancun. So, I mean, just living the life, man. We have also Amanda, another stay-at-home mom now. Have 5 kids. Well, I mean, you got to stay at home when you have 5 kids. So what's the best business to do? This, because she doesn't have to manage anything. I mean, she doesn't have to really work, you know. She had to manage a little bit, but it's only a couple hours a week. How many here wouldn't mind working a few hours a week to make 6 figures, multiple 6 figures, as much as doctors make, right? Or if you're a young couple like Kenny and Camille, retired in their 20s, okay? Within their first week, they got their first property book, okay? Or if you're a veteran in the business, real estate, like Nick, been doing this Airbnb superhost for 5 years, by the way. Why does he need me or us? Well, because he didn't know how to leverage other people's property. You see, he was stuck at 2 duplexes after doing this for 5 years. I help him now triple his portfolio, literally triple his portfolio in a very short amount of time, you know? You can do it in months, guys. You can literally get to your dream in months, what I'm sharing with you. You just pay attention to it. My goal for this training is to teach you how to make multiple 6-figure without the help of anybody, okay? Just us guiding you through it, give you the secrets beyond Airbnb. It's corporate housing without owning any properties. And no, nobody else is teaching this, okay? I guarantee it. Nobody else is teaching this at this level. I've been doing this at this long with this many testimonials. You can go on my social media, you see all my testimonials. But before we dive in, I think it's very important for us to get to know a little bit about each other. Just about 2 minutes about my story, that you know where I come from. I'm an immigrant from a third world country. Okay? When we come here, our family of 4 sleep in a 1 tiny bedroom. We're determined to achieve the American dream, right? We started so many businesses since I was 11 years old. Some succeed, most fail. Through traditional education, I thought that was the way, because I would see my mom. Imagine you guys, imagine no English. We moved to America to the ghetto. And then my mom and dad with their middle age had to start over with 2 little kids. Imagine how that would like if that's you, right? So that's what I had to do. That's what we had to do, survive. All 4 would sleep on one bed. We'll hear gunshots as we come home or go to school, right? And then I see my mom and dad will cry every night to go to sleep. I didn't know why, but I was determined that one day I would do whatever it takes, morally, ethically, legally, to set them free, to give them the life, the American dream, to give them the life they deserve. How many here know that your family deserves more, right? So it's much better when you refocus on providing for our loved ones, because we will do more for others than we do for ourselves. So anyway, we thought the traditional way, education was the way. We've been brainwashed. Worked many years on my doctorate in pharmacy, sacrificed everything, all my parents' life savings, 8 years of college, plus after high school, all of that. I moved across the country to a freezing cold Utah, sleep on the basement with frat boys. And it was crazy. I survived off ramen noodle, Subway sandwiches, and dollar menus, right? After 8 years, graduated pharmacist, MBA, GPA 4.0, right? Thought I made it. First year, I became #1 pharmacy of the district for a Fortune 10 company. How many here thought I made it by now, right? All the sacrifices, everything. And I promised my mom, I'm like, when I graduated, I'm like, I'm going to take care of you. No worries, right? After a year of hard work, I was like, now I'm really going to take care of her, right? So I was like, man. However, all I got in return was, guess what? Stricter, disciplined KPIs. They give me less help. They give me more work to do. Because why? Because they know they can suck more out of me. They can suck more out of me, right? So I know then and now that corporate America is just about the numbers. They don't really care about you or I or the patient. They were timing how fast I can fill a prescription instead of how much I care, how much I take care of the patient, right? So I climbed the ladder of success to know that it leaned against the wrong wall. Anybody here felt that way? So, and I was trapped. I was a corporate slave. You know, I thought I made it. On top of everything, my mom was diagnosed with cancer. I was like, man, finally I'll be able to take care of her. Now she's diagnosed with cancer. So I try all kind of businesses you can imagine, okay? From Amazon to eBay to drop shipping to multi-level marketing, you name it, I probably try it, to like put out bandit signs, to trying to get some wholesaling business, to recruit for MOM companies, risking my lives in the highway. Can you imagine that? What a dumb idea that was, risking my life. As a pharmacist, all of that, go around and stalking people and do MLMs. I tried everything. I was desperate because I knew I was looking at people. Just look at the people that work where you work 20, 30 years from now. Do you want to be where they are at? I was looking at my mentor, all the pharmacists 20, 30 years into the field, and they're in the same job. They're stuck in the same place, driving the same car they don't want to drive, living in the same house they don't want to live in, never have lunches because they had to skip lunch and work, and always miserable. And that's not the life I want to live, right? So I was frustrated, I was burned out, and I was trapped. Prior to becoming free, I was working 60+ hours a week. I was lost, I was miserable, and I was rock bottom. That is when somebody gave me the epiphany. What if I could rent vacant homes and sublet on Airbnbs and scale to freedom? That's it. It's one idea changed my life. I don't have to own the home. All you gotta do is leverage other people's properties. Write this down, guys. Leverage is your key to success, your key to freedom. You gotta learn how to leverage. We all know about leveraging other people's labor, right? Other people's time and money, but not a lot of people know about leveraging other people's property, okay? And when you know that real estate is the #1 way and the safest way to earn and hold wealth, proven time and time again through history, through all nations, and you realize that you can leverage other people's property now to make 10 times the return, boom, magic happened. Make sense? Very important you get that. Idea changed my life. And some ideas change your life the other way, which is this idea. What is the worst trade of your life, guys? What's the worst trade? Somebody put down in the chat. Is when you trade your what for what? Somebody getting this. Come on, guys. Are y'all awake? Let's go. Right? Is when you trade your time for $1. No matter what the dollar is, right? And then they told us to put money into a safe place for 50 years, never see it. And we want to see it early. We got to pay a big free penalty on it. And hopefully, just hopefully, we'll be alive 50 years from now. And the money's still there. And the government's still there. And everything is perfect. So that way we can finally enjoy our life, financial freedom when 50 years from now, when we're like 70, 80. What kind of land is that? Questions. Have you guys ever seen anybody get rich through this plan? And they are young, in their 30 and 40 to enjoy life? No. Okay. And why do they sell this crap? Because this is what make the hedge fund manager rich, not you and I. This is why you see all the hedge fund manager in the 20s and 30s driving Lambo, eating caviar, and going helicopter ride, right? Because this is in their favor, guys. They make money whether you make it or not. You see what I'm saying? And then, you know, the hedge fund lost 1.8 trillion of our hard-earned money in the last 6 months, and nobody know about it. Food for thought. Food for thought. Yeah, exactly. What kind of plan is this? Who here want a 50 years plan? You never see your money again. You never know if you're gonna live long enough to enjoy it. I mean, definitely for sure that your parents not gonna be around there to take care of them. You know, your kids will definitely be out of school. I mean, out of your house, and who knows where they're gonna be 50 years from now, right? I mean, come on. The new model, guys, you want to create an equitable, scalable business model where you do not directly exchange your time for money. You want to earn money while you sleep. Write that down. Literally, with this business, you are earning money while they are sleeping at your property. That's what I love about it. It's literal. You can touch it with real estate. It's tangible. It's real. This is not crypto, pie in the sky, shoot to the moon and crash to the hell, right? Lost millions and millions of dollars. I know, right? Continue to invest into your business for years. Watch how you have multiple streams of income from leveraging other people's properties. Question. If you depend on your job, if you only have one source of income, is your job, and you think it's financial security. Question. What happened to your job if something happened to you today? Right? Is your company going to take care of you? No, right? Now I have like 30 sources of income, 30 sources of different kind of income. Let's say 2 of the houses burned down, right? That's only 2 of my sources. That's only 5% of my income. You see? So even if 5% of my income is gone, you think it's going to affect my lifestyle? I don't think so. I'm still good. I still have 95%. So true financial security or financial freedom is based on multiple streams of income, guys. Write that down. Multiple streams of income. which is increase in direct proportion to the value you provide to the marketplace, not your time or hard work. Your income does not depend on your time or your hard work. It depends on the value you provide to the marketplace. And if you can figure out a way to leverage and build a system that provides so much massive value, you're gonna rise up and become billionaires eventually, like Elon Musk or Bill Gates or all the great guys. They just know how to leverage so they can distribute value on a massive scale. And they have like millions sources of income, those guys, okay? Hallway is on your own. I was really confused about picking the right location, pricing strategy, managing staff, hospitality experience, how to scale. I personally lost thousands of hours, tens of thousands of dollars, about probably hundreds of thousands of dollars in opportunity costs, because I had to close down more than 10 Airbnbs because I had to figure out on my own. Back then, there was nobody teaching this. Because people don't understand that the most cost is actually the opportunity cost. It's not what you lost, guys. It's like if I can show you how to make $1 million and you're only making 50K, right? A wise man told me that. For every year you are prolonging learning from the mentor that can show you how to make $1 million, right? How much are you losing? If you're only making 50K, you're losing $950,000 a year by being, stubborn, hard-headed, all of that. I was that guy. I was that knucklehead too. So I know, right? I always been kind of smart with a chip on my shoulder. I thought I knew it all. Next thing I know, I had to close down at 10 Airbnbs. Imagine open up, closing down, open up, closing down 10 times. But the good news is I can save you from these nightmares. I know exactly what not to do now. I know exactly what to do. We build blueprints. We're a proven model with hundreds and hundreds of clients just like you. So now we can help you. Definitely the hallway is definitely always on my own or on your own. I had no mentor, no support group, no help with all the little stuff that become a mega host and financial free, right? I ended up scaling to 23 Airbnbs, making 6-figure income within months after I figured this out, okay? These are checks directly from the companies. So why is this different? Why is this business different? Because it's give the clients, we have corporate clients who stay for months instead of days. Would you rather have 15 vacation families that you want to host, or you want to just host one companies for 3 months? Which one would be less work for you? Which one would be less headache? Which one would cost less trouble? Which one would cost less parties and drugs and drama? Exactly. Companies, they just go to sleep, they work, they go to sleep, they work, they're tired, they don't even have time to use the kitchen sometimes. They just go to sleep. I love that. Right? And then you make 2 times the market rent while minimize management. Why? Because we're providing value. We put furniture in. So the model is you rent a vacant home, you furnish it, you add Wi-Fi to it, you make it look beautiful, and then you sublet it out to companies, right? Sublet out to insurance housing, to medical professional, to construction managers, to executives, to relocation companies, all of that. Make sense? So why do they want to pay that much? Because it's a lot cheaper for them still than rather renting hotels for months. You understand? So it's still saving them 50, 70% than renting 4 hotels for 4 guys. Okay. So that's why it's a win-win-win for everybody. And with this model, we have 10 times less management, and which means 10 times more freedom. Who wouldn't want to have 10 times more freedom, right? And then you are escaping the regulations for the vacation rental, and you have more tax exempt because our average stay is more than 30 days. So we escape a lot of regulation that's cracking down on all the vacation rental, which is getting more and more regulated all the time. In a lot of places, you can't do vacation rental anymore. Unfortunately, but it is what it is. I saw it coming. You see? And it's a much better clientele because it's B2B, business to business is always better, guys. It'll show you the financial freedom formula that can get you financial free within 6 months. Who do want that? Okay. On month one, all you do is just do one arbitrage. You rent a property, vacant, you furnish it, you sublet it out. That's it. Make 2K a month in almost passive income. Month two, you repeat, you do 2 of those. Month 3, you do 2 of them, and now you have 5, making 10K a month. How many here can retire off 10K a month? Or at least don't have to go to report to anybody with any job. 10K a month can set most people free, right? But now you want the lifestyle. So let's do 2 more a month. By month 6, you have 11 properties making 22K a month. That's it, guys. It's not that hard. 22K a month is nothing, guys. Come on. You guys can do this, okay? So that's 264K a year, right? That's more than most doctors make, guys. Doctors don't make anything nowadays. In 10 years, that's $2.6 million. Most importantly, how much your freedom worth. Did you know it took me 8 years to go to school, become a pharmacist, got my MBA? How much do you think I make a month? Drop down in the chat after I graduate. $80K, yeah, exactly. Yeah, like 10K, so like 120K a year, but after taxes, it's more like 80K. After student loans, it's more like 50, 60K, surviving paycheck to paycheck, miserable, okay? Yeah, exactly, it's a hellhole. Most corporate jobs, because the corporation got too big, they don't care about the people. They're just like vampires sucking blood. So that's why I call it modern slavery. That's why I'm making my mission to help free as many people live a lifestyle that we dream of. You know, right now, why not? Why not? Who say we can't be young and free and still make an amazing add value to people, right? Mind blowing, right? So anyway, within 3 to 6 months, you are making way more than to what took me 8 years, $500,000 worth of tuition and student loans and living costs, right? Isn't that a deal? Okay. And you don't have to listen to me. Just go on my page. You see all the testimonials from all my students. It's very easy to do. We'll get to all of that in a moment. So at the end, I will answer all your questions too. So hang tight. So why we're different? What other Airbnb gurus don't tell you? What is corporate housing arbitrage? Basically leveraging other people's property through subleasing agreement or master lease, then rents those out on other places other than Airbnb and VRBO, okay? Airbnb, VRBO is just a portion of what we do. We have construction housing, we have IT housing, we have insurance housing, we have relocation housing, all the relationship that I built over 8 years of just blood, sweat, and tears, shifting through all the scammers, con artists, all the naysayers, all the tire kickers to find you guys the best of the best that will pay to get you clients. And that's what we give you guaranteed. Hang on to the end. I'll give you a guarantee that blow your mind. So this business is very low investment with high cash flow. Do you know what the number one thing I learned from all these multi-billionaires? The number one thing in any business that I love with all these multi-billionaires is they always look at the downside first, okay? And they want to look at the risk to reward ratio. What is the risk to reward ratio? If it's more than 5 to 1, they take the deal. Nothing is perfect. If it's more than 5 to 1, what that means is if you lose, you only lose 1. If you win 5 times. So you only need to be right 1 out of 5 times to make money, right? That's only a 20% chance. You can close your eye and pick a coin and you get 50%, guys. You know what I'm saying? So we get 80, 90% chance from what our background and everything to be right. So you stack that on top of this asymmetrical risk to reward. What I mean by this, Imagine any other business, you got to buy the whole building. You got to buy the whole restaurant, the franchise, like I did. I bought a restaurant franchise, 400K, right? Or my friend did a flip for 400K. And now he's stuck with it because he can't sell it because the interest rate go up. And now he's lost his shirt, 400K, all in one deal. Now, did you know this only business only take 12K to do one deal, one arbitrage? 12K, that's it, right? Because you know all you need: first month rent, first month deposit, and furniture. So all you need is 12K. So imagine that 300K. Instead, you can do like 30 arbitrage and making 60K a month. Sometimes that might be too big for some people. So let's scale it down. Even if you have just 120K, instead of putting that in one business or in one flips or in one rehab, you take that 120K, you do 10 arbitrage, you're making 20K a month, you're making 240K a year in your first year, right? And you'll be free within months. Who here would like that plan? And the most important thing, you spread your risk out 10 ways instead of having all your eggs in one basket and you lose that deal, because nobody is perfect, right? I'm here to tell you, we're not going to 100% right. That's why I said 80, 90%, right? But listen, if I show you how to get 10 deals, even if 2 of them flop, you still have 80%. And the risk to reward is 1 to 20. So when you win 20 times in our business. Let me demonstrate. So the worst case scenario, you lose, it doesn't work out, you just lose the first month rent and first month deposit. That's it, about $5,000, right? The furniture is still yours, you can just move to another house. That's the worst case scenario, you lose 5K. What's the best case when it work out? You're making about 25K a year, sometimes 40K a year, but I'm just gonna be conservative, 25K a year. Let's say you have it for the next 4 years, that's 100K. Some properties I have for 8 years now, right? That's 100K you'll be making for risking 5K. How many here will risk 5K to make 100? All day long, if you understand asymmetrical risk to reward ratio. This idea changed my life. It cost me like hundreds of thousands of dollars to learn this. I'm giving it to you for free. Don't take it lightly, okay? Whether we do anything together or not, this will change your life, guys. In any business, look at the downside, measure the asymmetrical risk to reward ratio and see if it's for you or not. This is a 1 to 20 times, which means that you only need to be right 1 out of 20 times. How many here would know you'd be right 1 out of 20 times, right? And imagine with our knowledge and experience, everything, we are right 80, 90%. So imagine where you're going to be, right? You can make that kind of cash flow. It's all about cash flow. Yeah, cash flow equal freedom. Write that down. Cash flow equal freedom. It doesn't matter how much asset, how much you have. If you own the entire Manhattan like Donald Trump did, and he had negative cash flow, he felt like poorer than the guy on the street, right? He said that. But when you like, even if you just have like positive cash flow from just like 10 arbitrage, you're still richer than the people who are going under. Even they own property. Remember, does Airbnb own any properties? No, right? Does Uber own any cars? No. You don't have to own anything. You want to control everything. You want to control everything. Now, one day, once you get financial freedom, you're making 20, 30K, 40, 50K, then you can go back and buy the property, buy the real estate, all you want. But get your freedom first, guys. Because nobody knows how much time we have. Nobody knows how much time your loved one have. If not do it for you, do it for your loved one. If I didn't retire my parents, I don't know where they're gonna be. Because of this business, I have the time, the money to take care of her. She's a 12 years cancer thriver now, because I'm able to take care of her each and every day. She live with me, right? Take her to the doctor anytime I want, whenever I want. So it's such a blessing. Right, and take care of my grandma as well, retire her as well. And now my grandma is no longer with me. I'm so grateful for this business. I'm in her last few years, I'm able to get her to live in her dream home. We took her on some vacation that she would never gone to without this business, and she didn't have to worry about anything, right? So is this worth it? For me, absolutely. You gotta ask yourself, is it worth it for you, right? So what is the fast method, guys? Find the right location, ask to sublease, set up to stand out, tap into corporate clients. How do you find the right location for this? So most people will tell you out there, oh, you need a ton of research. I don't know where to find a deal, blah, blah, blah. Guys, once you know what I know, deals are everywhere. I'm going to show you a proprietary system right now that allows you to find the right location within minutes, okay? It's called the 3H's rule. And this is super valuable. It took me years to figure out. Don't take it lightly. It's called highways, hospitals, and hotels. You want to find something that close to the two crossing of the two highways, the hospitals and hotels. Why? Because that's where attention goes, money flow, right? And when hospitals and hotels drop like $100 million into a deal, don't you think they've done their research? Yeah, of course, right? And then A, to ask to sublease, okay? So the myth is, why would landlord want to give you their property? Why don't they just do that themselves? Or all that? Well, first of all, they don't know how. Secondly, they don't have the sources. Third, we're going to be their best tenants ever, right? Other people will tell you like, oh, hey, can I Airbnb your properties? Other gurus will tell you, hey, can I just Airbnb your property, man? You know, Airbnb is good. It's amazing, blah, blah, blah. Us, why would we put all eggs in one thing, even if it's Airbnb? No. So you want to hear my pitch that made me millions of dollars? Here's the pitch. We leverage our corporate housing network, okay? That's why I build the network. Is the power of the network is in the network, guys. Somebody write that down, man. Powerful. So, Mr. Landlord, I love your property. We are a corporate housing network, over 100+ members. We've done hundreds of properties nationwide. We have a combined 20 years of experience, and we want to see if your property qualifies for what we do. If your property is qualified for what we do, we will do a long-term business with you with multiple properties. And one, we're going to have it clean it every single few months. We're going to treat it like it's our own. We're going to pay for that cleaning. Secondly, any maintenance under $200, we're going to pay for it. We're not even going to bother you for it. We're going to manage it for you, basically. Number three, if we like it so much, we can pay you above market rent, $200 above market rent. Let me ask you this, Mr. Landlord. Has anybody offer you all these things when they apply for you as a tenant? No way, Jose. You know, most people would nickel and dime you. Most people would do blah, 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 right? But you don't tell them that. You ask them that so they can tell you that, right? Anybody been a long-term landlord will understand. Landlord like us don't really exist unless you're my students, because I'm going to teach you how to always treat people the best, right? And give, be the best tenants. That way they give you more properties. My students get so many properties they don't know what to do with, okay? But that's the power, guys. And also, you can leverage our website. You know, if you're a part of our network, you can go to Beyond B&B Secrets, BeyondCHN.com, Beyond Corporate Housing Network. We click on partners, right? And then you can show this to potential landlord, and it's game over, man. So look, potential landlord, look, these are all our partners nationwide. You click on one of these, is a different partner, a different place, you know, nationwide. And we do this professionally, you can see, right? And we keep on adding to this every day. Isn't that more powerful than you trying to go at it alone? And they ask, how many have you done? And you'll be like, don't want to lie. So you can be like, my second one, my first one, or my fifth one. But how about, look, we have all these partners, we've done hundreds of properties nationwide. You know, we're professional. We can do this. We'll take care of your property, blah, 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 right? So much more powerful, right? It's just like when you go to war, guys. You want to go to war by yourself, or you want to go to war with an army? Common sense, right? But most people are like, oh, if I want to get it done right, I'm going to do it myself, right? I'm a Lone Star Ranger in the wild, wild west, you know, riding alone like a lone wolf. People are proud of that, man. I'm not. If I want to do something, I want to bring an army with me, right? So that way we are stronger together. Because the power of the network is the network. It's the Metcalfe law. It's the square of all the members in the network. That's how powerful our network is. Make sense? Okay. I'm gonna almost done here. Just want to share. I might overshare tonight. So you guys are very blessed because I just want to give as much as I can here, but I want to speed it up. So I know I want to be respectful. We're going to end this soon. Set up the standout. What's the myth? Set up the probably too much work. What if I can tell you we have a system that will show you how to set it up within 48 hours of receiving the property, so that way it will go live and then it will get booked within a week to 2 weeks after that, right? So that's what we're all about. We don't have time to go into this right now, but how do you set up to stand out is the question you always want to ask. Standing out. I'll give you a few tips. A deck, a nice backyard, something that memorable for people, right? Something special for people. That's where people gravitate to. Okay, small things count. All right, T, tap into corporate clients. I don't know where to find the corporate clients. All right, you can do this 2 ways. One, on your own. Yes, you can. You can contact the human resource department of all of the top companies around you, the hospitals and all of that, and tell them this is what you do, right? And build your properties that way, one by one. Build your list that way, you know? You can do that. It's just going to take you like forever, right? And a lot of frustration and time, but you can definitely do it on your own. It's like I tell everybody, can you do this on your own? Absolutely. Anybody can do this on your own. It's going to take you 10 times longer. It's going to cost you 10 times more in money, time, relationship, frustration, and you might give up along the way, okay? Now, the other way you can do is just leverage our corporate clients that I built over 8 years. I have all the clients. I just plug and play, and that's why I'm able to help like a truck driver make 6-figure income within months. I'm able to help a stay-at-home mom to make 6-figure income within months as well. Why? Why do you think so? Okay, if they don't have my sources, how do they even know where to go? How long will it take them if they try to do it on their own and not have a whole network, right? All right, what is the formula for corporate housing? So the initial expense is first month rent plus first month deposit, and then you can buy the furniture or rent the furniture. You can charge them 2 times the rent and plus utilities. So let's say I rent for $2,500, I would sublet out for $5,000 all day long and make $2,000 a month. What's the return on investment? That's 200% return on a 12K. So your initial furniture is only about 7K. Plus your first month rent, first month deposit, about 12K total. So your initial investment is 12K per deal. You make 2K a month. 6 months, you make your money back. First year, you double your money. That's why it's 200% return on investment. Now, if you rent the furniture, you double that return on investment to 400% return. What kind of return are you getting on your money right now, right? That's why it's so powerful with this, and people get freedom so fast because the velocity of money. Write this down: velocity of money. How fast you can turn that money. How much cash on cash return you get. Not I know asset depreciation, appreciation, all that is great, guys, but it's not 200% to 400%. You get me? With traditional real estate, you buy the property, you can only get like 10 to maybe 30% if you're lucky, right? You're not going to get 10x like this. How many want to 10x your life? 10x speed to your destination. This is it, guys. This is what got me financial freedom. Not all the other stuff, okay? Because any other stuff, even multifamily, I love multifamily, but it would take you $2.5 million to have 10K a month in passive income. Quick alert. How long will it take for you to save $2.5 million? And that's not just for multifamily, it's for any kind of true passive investment. Stocks, bond, mutual fund. Do the research. Ask ChatGPT. They tell you the truth. $2.5 million, 4% dividends to make 10K a month. This, you want to make 10K a month? All you need is just 5 properties. Okay, your initial investment is like 60K. If you rented furniture, it's probably like 30K. You can make it within 2 months. If you want it bad enough, you can do it within 1 month, like one of my students did. Okay, boom, 10K a month, get financial freedom, right? You want more? Just double that within months. I'm talking about months, guys, to get your financial freedom. Okay. So the easy way to mimic, model, master other people's success, and then multiply. Okay. So my one mission to help get financial freedom to 1 million families by 2027. Who in here want to be a part of that movement, of this movement and amazing mission? Okay. So the 3 phases we're going to guide you through is the market analysis for the Golden Pie location. The second phase is we will help you close the landlord and sublet their property, and how you can leverage our network, over 150 partners now. And then the third phase is I will simply give you my proven sources, so that way you can get property clients right away, so you don't wander around aimlessly. And with this, all this did is give you the freedom lifestyle. Would it be worth it to do this? You got to answer that, not me. Okay. If all this did to give you the skill set, the high income skill that will earn 6-figure income within the next 6 months, not 10 years like a doctor, would it be worth it to do this? Definitely, right? If all this did to give you the time to spend with your loved one, really have time to live life with passion and purpose, would it be worth it to do this? Okay, absolutely. So this is my mom and dad. Picture a day when I took them to the dream vacation overlooking the ocean. We had an amazing dinner. We have an amazing photographer, took family pictures. My tears in her eyes. She looked me in the eyes. She said, son, I can't believe this is our dream lifestyle. I can't believe we're leaving our dream home. Thank you so much for retiring me, my dad, my yeah, my husband, and my mom too, you know, as my grandma. And, you know, we don't have to worry about anything. Thank you so much for taking that leap of faith, going against the naysayer, even me trying to stop you back then. So that way you can pursue this dream, and you made it happen. And now you're helping hundreds of people. I'm so proud of you. How will you feel if your loved one say that to you, and that you know that you make a difference, change their life? How will you feel, right? Okay, so I gave you the deal, guys. You have 2 choices now. You can do it the hard way. You forget everything I said. Go back to your 9 to 5. Go back to your self-employed, whatever it is, and try to make that 10K a month from doing the 401k stock market traditional way. Again, how long will it take for you to save $2.5 million, right? Or just give us a shot. Do this part-time. It's just a few hours a week. That's it. You make 6-figure income. You can work from anywhere around the world and just a few hours a week. Again, it's the best investment you can make is in yourself. The more you learn, the more you earn. Mistake you will make when you leave here is not knowing your market, not knowing which is a good deal or bad deal, going at it alone, not leveraging mentors and their lesson, lack of motivation, lack of accountability, think you know it all, wander around aimlessly, and source corporate clients. Okay. What's our guarantee is when you follow a mastermind coaching, if your first property is not booked after 30 days of it going live, we will pay you that first month rent of your lease. So it's a no-brainer, literally. Okay. So Rihanna will drop a link in the chat now, so that way people can book the call with our top advisors. Only do it if you are totally serious, right? We are screening everybody to come into our community because we take our community very seriously. Take care of the members, right? So 3 things we look for is persistent, being coachable, and being a giver. You gotta be at least an 8 or a 9 on all of that to be accepted, to be qualified into our mastermind. We don't just want your money, okay? We want to build a community that will last a long time, that everybody in there got each other back. Everybody in there is coachable, have a great mindset, have a great attitude, because like, why do I need to deal with somebody? I don't need to deal with anybody that have a bad attitude. Okay. So, but you have a great attitude, you're a giver, and you're coachable, we will bend over backwards and help you out, right? Because there's nothing more fulfilling for me right now to see one of my students succeed, and to see like one of my students, friends, now she taking her 2 kids, she went to Vietnam, now she's going to Cancun. She became a coach and helping other people pass on the torch. And she doing whatever the hell she want to do. It's so fun, right? Or like my other brother here who live in Canada and making 6-figure in Florida, right? I love that. So who want more help, right? If you want more help, you're serious, click on that link, book a call, we'll give you a 1-hour consultation free for my top advisor, okay? But you gotta take it seriously. You gotta show up to the call, bring your husband and wife or business partner, all your questions, and just take it seriously. Because these are our top advisor, they will give you the game plan of what you need to do. But this is your life we're talking about. We'll give you the game plan for the next 3 to 12 months to get you financial freedom, right? So do that if you're serious. All right. So now we're gonna pretty much open up for question, I believe. Oh, we're gonna play this testimonial real quick.
Jumped into this group and I'm happy to report that I had huge success. I received 3 bookings that covered 5 months in 7 days. I'm profiting around $7,000.
We got our first lease signed within a week of joining the program. And that was insane because it was our first big goal, right? Like get our first lease signed, and we saw it as this really big mountain.
Got it set up in a few days, got it listed, and then we got our first booking.
This month, I was able to lock my first property in. That was going to be about $4,500 a month. And
This group is filled with people of all different levels of experience and in person. You know, we have Dr. Chow, the guru.
Dr. Chow just came absolutely amazing.
So Dr. Shaw would do a market analysis with us to show us the best areas to invest and get started in. And that was really helpful. Being part of a community of people that are doing it successfully, it makes you feel confident in the moment.
What will help me to get to my goals when it comes to the income program here. And this is almost happening, right? Aside from setting it up for the very first.
I quit my job 9 to 5, making surgeon money, really good money.
I'm 25.
I'm 27. Honestly, we're happier than ever. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. Burn your bullets, man. Man, you just gotta surround yourself with people that are like-minded, share the same passion for life, and don't let anybody tell you that you can't accomplish what you want to accomplish.
And that's this group. Get in this group. You'll do it. You'll quit your job.
That's right. Yeah. If you're 20s, I mean, free. Absolutely. That is awesome, man. I love these guys. How many properties we have? 7. In how many months?
4 months.
4 months.
1,500 to 2,500 a month.
Per home. Per home. Yeah. So that's 6-figure income right here. Right? You're about to get freedom, right?
Definitely. I'm about to quit my job.
That's right. Yeah. I'm working on my second one. It's 2 months, and the second one plans to do a lot more very soon. This guy is great, man. You gotta check him out. He's awesome. If I was you, I would join right away. And so this guy is gonna have a lot of fun right here.
Cool. All right, guys, we're gonna open up your questions now. So put down in the chat any questions. More than happy to answer you guys. I was studying to all the questions I answered. Okay. All right, let me look at the chat here. People with bad credit, great questions. So what I would suggest is it's all depend on how good you are with people. If you are so good with people, and I will show you the delivery, some people don't even look at your credit. If you talk with the landlord, it's really depend on how you are, how good you are with talking, and we can train you on that too, right? The second thing you can do is partnering up with other people within the mastermind stuff, and maybe you do a lot of work and they give them their credit, right? So that way, you know, And maybe they give more of the money to put into the deal, right? It's all depending on how you structure the deal. But you can do it, yes, absolutely. Is it harder? Yes, a little bit harder, but how much your dream worth, right? What's the cost of training? So we don't know that until we go on that call with you. That's why we have a game plan for you, a consultation call as well. We want to see where you are at, where you want to go, and depend on what you want, right? We're not gonna, if it's not a good fit, we're gonna tell you it's not a good fit. But if it's a good fit, there are a couple of options for you, and we'll work with you, right? Okay. Philip, I sorry I didn't see that. But if there's something that you want to talk about, or we know which slide, let me know. Okay. Yeah, this recording, yeah, this is recorded. It will be sent to you on the Facebook group. We have a Facebook group. You want to watch it and join our Facebook group, which Rianne will put out a chat here for the Facebook group. If you're watching on other social media, you can book that call under my link in bio. For my Facebook group, it's the Beyond Airbnb VRBO Secrets. It's the one with my picture in it. About 2,200 members, that one. So yeah, so you can share that. Yeah, so how many hours a week is realistic starting out? If you do this without us, you're gonna need about 20 to 40 hours. Okay, if you do it with us, all you need is about 5 hours a week, maybe 10 if you want to like learn a lot, right? The 5 hours like learning, 5-hour execution. But then after a month, you should know most of the stuff. So you only need about 5 hours, and then we coach you the rest of the way. So for this 5 hours a week, it's very realistic to set up like 5-10 properties, making 10-20K within 3 to 6 months. All right, Barbara. Yes. Yes, you rent the property. You ask to sublet it, yes, and you pay to furnish it. That's correct. The upfront cost is the first month rent plus first month deposit plus the furniture, about 12K total. But you make 2K a month. How long does it take for rent? With what outsources, it should only be within 2 weeks. You should have a renter in there within 2 weeks. If it's more than 30 days, I guarantee that we even pay you the first month rent. So there's no risk. You see what I'm saying? So there's nobody else giving you that guarantee. The vacancy rate per year for corporate housing is only about 20%, which is really good because we charge them premium rent. We charge them like double the market rent. So we rent it for like 2,500. We sublet out for like 5,000. Okay. Versus vacation rental, the vacancy rate for vacation rental is like 50%. Right. All right, let's see. Okay. Am I buying the property? Yes. If I see a good deal, I buy it. But that's not what you should be doing, right? It depends on where you're at. I always tell people, if you're already a multi-millionaire, if you already have more than 10, 20 sources of income, you're making like 50K, 100K a month, then buy whatever the heck you want to buy. But if you're not there yet and you're still working a job, even if you are a high pay executive, if you only have like 2 sources of income, you're in a very risky place, my brothers and sisters. That's why I want you to get this. That's why I do all this for free right now to help you, show you this. You know, is you really want to consider to get multiple sources of income through this business, so that way you can have true financial freedom and financial security. Does that make sense? Because for one property that you buy, you can do 10 arbitrage and making 20K a month right away. Instead of if you buy a property, all you can make is like 2K a month, or like 60K if you decide to flip it, and if all goes well, if you all know what happened with the flipping market, this got flipped. So it's not good, right? Because of the interest rate. All right. Phoenix is an amazing market. Yes, we have some students there doing very well. All right, let's see what else. Oh, and we have like partnership for like LLCs and CPAs for taxes and all of that. That's the other thing. If you are guys a W-2 guys and you don't have a business, you are missing out on the #1 tax savings ways in America is to become a real estate professional. Now, disclaimer, I'm not tax attorney, this is not legal advice, tax advice, okay? But real estate professional is when you can have the most tax write-off, because everything, well, not everything, but like a lot of things you can write off from your house, your local office, your home office, your clothing, your food, everything, right? So you are just a W-2 employees, you are getting killed by the taxes and inflation. You want taxes and inflation working for you, right? So real estate professional, you can get a lot of tax back. Secondly, you want inflation working for you. Why? Because when inflation happens, who does it benefit? The landlord or the renter? The landlord, right? So why don't we become the landlord? So when inflation happens, we love inflation, right? Because more inflation, the more money we make. You guys get it? Yeah, every year rent's going up, right? So why don't we on the other side of the receiving end? That idea changed my life too. When you understand that, you want to be a landlord. And when you understand how to leverage other people, you can be an unlimited landlord. How many properties you want to handle? You can get as many as you want. You can get as fast as you want, right? We don't have to buy the property. You don't have to rehab it. You don't have to make it rent ready. You don't have to do refi. You don't have to wait for the bank. No, we can go out tomorrow. Actually, tonight, if I want to, I can call somebody up, rent their property today, moving into tomorrow by next week, and have a clients coming in and making 24K a year, right? But I have it now. I want you to do it so you can have it and get your freedom for your family, okay? All right. Should I start an LLC in the state of California? Any particular LLC, just general LLC? All right. This is a question for our partners in the LLC world. So if you book a call with our team, and they can hook you up with our partners with corporate housing. I mean, with the legal department. So they can guide you, they give you a free consultation for that as well, okay? All right. Areas of state are best for corporate clients. Anywhere where there's a lot of people, guys, like any major cities, this can work in. This is not like vacation rental, like destination city. No, any major cities where a lot of people are in. So it's not going to work in the boony or small town. However, you can just rent it in the city close to you, right? What are the cities that are closest to you? That's the way you should start. Build like portfolio of 5 properties at least, making 10K a month, then venture out in multiple states, like some of my students does. How do you find short-term rental laws in your area? Super simple, guys. Just Google short-term rental in your local area. But don't be discouraged because it's very local. Like, I mean, we have like I'm in DFW, Dallas Fort Worth. There's like, I don't know, 50 cities in this whole amazing metroplex. So, prime example, in Arlington, where they have a 30 days minimum restriction. Even though we can do 30 days, we will prefer something that's more flexible. So we don't do it in Arlington, we do it in Grand Prairie, right? Right next door, you see? So the beautiful thing about this business, you don't have to do it anywhere you don't want to. You can literally do this from anywhere. Or you're in Canada and hey, why don't you just do it in Florida like my brother Ricky does, right? US law is so much better for this business than Canadian laws. So we are not robots, right? We're able to do wherever, whenever we want to do it. We have coaches to mentor you, and coaches are the ones that have experience in a lot of different markets. So that's why you want them, not just our students. No, our students don't coach other people. You can be friend with them and partner up with them, but when you rather have, you know, a coach that coach hundreds of people, or you would rather have a student that trying to figure it out himself too, to mentor you, right? Don't worry, we have experience in all the markets. Can anyone around the world do this? Yes. We only take clients in the US who are interested in doing in the US. That's it. Okay. Someday we expand globally, not right now. But if you are global, you want to do it in the US, yes. We feel very confident in the US. We give you the guarantee in the US. And just do it in the US. It's actually the best place to do it anyway. Because the laws here are great for landlord. And the laws here are great for this kind of business too. Because literally the worst case is you need to forfeit that first month deposit and first month rent. That's all you lose, guys. That's it. And then the best case, you make like, 20 times that. $12K is the average, guys. It's plus or minus. I just give an average. Don't focus too much on the details, guys. Just know the percentage you're getting is 200 to 300% return. Where can you get that, right? How fast can you do it? Months instead of years. Why get bogged down on all the details? Figure out along the way. My motto is always ready, fire, then aim. That's my motto. That's what has been working for me and all the entrepreneurs. Some people are trying to analyze, think about it, aim, and then boom, you get shot. You know who shot you? Time. Time shot you. Nobody else. Indecision. Fear shot you. And you dead. Or your family dead. Your dreams dead. Or like you leaving like you dead because your dreams dead. Right? Versus you go out there and get fire, something gonna stick, right? Something gonna stick, guys. That's what I did. But you don't have to worry about that. With us, we're gonna show you where to fire. Now you just gotta pull the damn trigger. That's all. 80-90% success rate all day long. Making 20x your money. All right. Okay, I think I'm done here. Let's see. So drop a link in the chat again for the people who want a book. Yeah, whenever we do this, just keep dropping that link. Okay. All right. So we will end with putting our hands into the camera, and I'm gonna count down from 10 to 1, and we yell out freedom. Okay, so everybody count with me. Ready? And yell, scream freedom, man. Celebrate freedom. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Freedom! Yes, yes, yes. Celebrate your freedom, guys, like it's already happened, okay? Yes. There's money freedom, time freedom, location freedom, relationship freedom. That's my one word is freedom. I want to fight for everybody freedom. And I want to raise an army and movement that help delivering freedom to the entire world. So let's join us and make it happen, guys. Have a good night. Book that call if you're serious. We'll see you on the other side.